This is a very special boat. Is there a particular reason why you've bought this boat?
The World Sailing has given us about 5 or 6, am I right? Different types of boats we can train in.
But train for what?
Training for the Olympic Games in 2024. That boat hasn't been decided on yet. However, this is one of the training boats that we can use. It's also the only one of the 5 or 6 boats that we're allowed to sail that can make Category 1, which can go into a Sydney Hobart. So it's about the only boat we can train on.
So Olympics in the past have been dinghies. This is a little bit bigger than a dinghy.
Yes, it is. So it's exciting, exciting future for us, I guess. I've loved my ocean racing, but I've also been very competitive in one design classes. So I'm really looking forward to the challenge. The two-handed thing is quite hard to get hold of. Probably our biggest hurdle to jump is to learn how to sail as aggressively as we can in a fully crewed boat, but two-handed. So we're going to take that in baby steps. We're starting to realise how difficult that is. But once we get hold of the Olympic boat, I'm very confident that we'll be able to get it to go fast, and with my ocean experience, present ourselves and do a fantastic yacht race come the day.
Now, just a little bit more information. The Olympics is a 4-day event, offshore 4-day event, for a mixed crew.
So the Olympic event is a new discipline for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and it'll be approximately a 3-night, 4-day event. That's yet to be determined, but that's the talk at the moment. So the length of the course will be dependent upon the forecast to ensure that it is of that type of duration. If it is that type of duration, it will be the longest duration event in Olympic history. So
fantastic.
Okay, so what's the plan for getting to the start line or getting to the Olympics? Is there a qualifying event in Australia? Are there teams, or is it so limited that you guys are in automatically?
So Australia will have one spot for selection to go to the Games. There has been quite a number of teams that have registered their interest to qualify. There is no qualification criteria set as yet. So for us, our plan is to really, maximise our time in this boat. We know this boat is a real contender to be the boat. So for us, we've got a real head start. And our event schedule here is really to do as much Melbourne ocean racing as we can. We'll also do quite a bit of East Coast ocean racing. Next year, originally we had planned to compete in Europe, Fastnet race, things like that, but with COVID, we're actually probably won't be travelling next year. We'll wait and see, how the world recovers and things like that. But we'll do a lot of East Coast, and then obviously this year we'll be competing in the Melbourne Devonport race at Christmas, and next year we'll be intending to compete in the Sydney Hobart at Christmas. So Sydney Hobart is sort of that duration, that 3-night, 4-day event in a boat this size. So we think that that's going to be a really good training exercise going into the Games.
That or the Melbourne Hobart. Or the Melbourne Hobart is also probably equally as long. Yeah. Be nice for the ORCV to start campaigning to have those trials, that selection trial here as part of the West Coaster.
I mean, this year the CYC unfortunately didn't allow the two-handed boats to win the Sydney Hobart.
They're scared, but
they're scared. Possibly.
There's nothing like beating fully crewed boats double-handed, Robin. That's what.
Put a rocket under them, But the other issue that we had was also there was meant to be about half a dozen European teams coming out this year, and because of COVID, that didn't happen. So it was not a lot of point doing the Sydney Hobart without having the competition that we really required. So it was one of the factors that why we didn't do it, the lateness of the boat, the lack of training through to the lateness, and no competitors really for what we want to achieve.
We are really fortunate here in Melbourne that we've got, this amazing bay to train in that's, then extends it straight into Bass Strait as well. But the ORCV run regular events that have a two-handed division. They've done it for a really long time. In fact, they've really led in that field, obviously organising the Osaka and things like that for a very long time. But also all the ORCV two-hand racing allows you to compete against the crew boats. So we can really benchmark how we're going against, some of the crew boats, and we're at a real advantage by being based down here. And of course, out of Sandringham, I mean, the support from the club is fantastic, and all of the members. It's great to have this as our home base.
Well, thanks very much, Jade and Barney. It's been very interesting. I've learned a lot this morning about the Olympics and your campaign. We wish you all the best for the future, and happy opening day at Sandringham.
Fantastic, thank you.
Thanks, happy opening day.